any songwriters around here? I may be doomed to search my own feelings for inspiration. Horrid!
If I help with this...
So, you managed to get here in one piece. Took you long enough to get off that vertibird. Time is of the essence here.
Yes, of the essence, right. Of course, yep. You're Abby, right? You sure you want to get clean?
Focus here, Jeannie.
Focusing. Right. Do you have the sample?
Yeah, but this here is liquid gold. Don't break it.
Give it here.
Hey, Maran, can we maybe speed up the process here?
Dad, just wait.
No. This isn't good. This is the opposite of good. What is that? Bad? Right. Bad!
What's the problem here?
I wasn't expecting this. This has profound implications, and I don't know where.
Just spit it out already. My daughter is dying, and we don't have the time for you to have your little eureka moment.
The sample you brought me isn't pure enough to make an antidote with.
What?
That's a very funny joke, Gene. That came from the Jersey Devil himself. How can you get any fucking purer?
You're not gonna believe me, but, that wasn't the real Jersey Devil. If such a thing even exists, that is. This is juvenile blood. The one you killed was just a child.
What? So you mean the ones we see coming out of the barrens is just... it's... children? Then, how big's the father? Huh? Or the mother? It's hard to tell with these things.
I don't know. No one's ever seen it before. Lived to tell about it, that is. The quantity of neural proteins present in the blood sample isn't vast enough to qualify this as an adult. But if there's a juvenile, that means there's a parent. An adult would have blood potent enough to craft an antidote.
So, you're saying you want us to go into the Pine Barrens and kill an adult devil? Just trying to see if I'm the one who's going nuts, or if it's still you.
But if it's our only option, we've got to.
Yeah. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Right. Looks like you and I have some business to take care of with a gentleman from the Barrens. I'm still trying to process that it's real at all, frankly. Let's just hope that it is. I don't. But it's ironic. The, properties in the Devil's Blood are too weak. The, ingredients we need... Not sure. Hey, Egghead. How do we draw an adult devil out?
That I can help with. We've got enough here that I can make fake devil pheromones. If you can bring the pheromones to high points in the city center, maybe the scent will draw the devil out of the Barrens.
I could probably think of a few places to bring him.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
We? Oh, no, Abby. You're not coming.
What's your excuse this time? I'm an adult. I can handle myself. I've been handling myself for years now, thanks to you and Mom.
Hey, don't bring your mother into this. Yeah, you've been handling yourself, right? Look how well that's going. You're so strung out, you're on death's door.
Strung out on a chem you sold.
You little... My word is finally, you are not coming. Wait for us here. We'll be back with the blood.
You'll never change, will you?
Go ahead, walk away. It's not like I'm trying to save your life or anything.
Outcome's about what I expected. There's just no use in trying anymore.
gun, and he'll be armed for the rest of it.
This is it. Hope my daughter's grateful we're about to whack a living legend for her. What gave it away? Is it the constant tension or her blatantly hating my guts? I know you're not supposed to have a favorite kid, but I did. And it wasn't Vin. When Abby was real little, I took her under my wing. She was a total daddy's girl. Showered her with affection, gifts. I used to let her sit in on all of our meetings. I showed her the ropes. I hate to admit it, but she would have been a top-tier maid woman. But there's a reason they call La Cosa Nostra the family. It's 'cause it replaces your real one. And you've got to fuck over your real one to keep the family happy. What didn't change is the real question. Abby, she was, you know, getting older. Becoming more of a teenager, less of a little girl. She was growing into a formidable young woman, and that was the problem. It's not that it suddenly became an issue, it's that, well, when you're a kid, it don't mean nothing. It's all fun and games. But once you're an adult, you're locked into that life for, well, life. She was gonna end up just like me. Just, you know, with less respect. There ain't a law saying women can't be in the family, but there's always been opposition to letting them reach positions of power. Yeah, it's tradition. It's always been men who have done the killing, the stealing, the plotting. I was next in line to be godfather, Do you really think they would have accepted her as my heir with no issues? Just ask Conchetta. Why do you think she has a target? She's his flesh and blood, after all. Course not. Let's not compare apples to oranges here. Abby and Conchetta are two entirely different stories. I owe her nothing. That woman is ruthless. She'd make a great tyrant, not a leader. I can almost admire it if she'd stop trying to murder me for 2 seconds. But we got more important things to worry about. Like Abby. I wasn't about to set Abby up for disappointment. Training her all these years just to be reached. I just distanced myself from her. Over time, she just got the hint. That's when she started acting out. She knew I was the big player moving Devil's blood around AC. I don't know if she knew I discovered it, but that don't really matter now, does it? There's tons of chems you can get hooked on in this shithole, but she got hooked on one thing that she knew would get my attention. Trouble is, blood is highly addictive. She got in to win my love or some such bullshit, but there's no getting out with that poison. Yeah, maybe that's fair. I don't think I'm totally to blame. I never put the cam in her hands, but it didn't exactly create the best circumstances for her now, did I? Listen, the bastards that... blood. Do you know how much this shit is worth? I'll tell you what. that blood. Pure devil blood. Do you know how much this shit is worth? I'll tell you what, kid. Why don't you take a little more than you need? It'll take longer, sure, but Abby's waited this long already. I'm sure she could last a bit longer, and I can take the rest back to Jean and make an exclusive line of elite blood. We could make a killing off it. But there's... well, you... You might be right there. Maybe I'm losing my grip on myself. I'm getting too old to chase these scabs, kid. I don't know how much time I got left. The mob aside, I might as well spend the rest of it trying to make it right with my kids, right? Just take enough for Abby, all right? Just leave the sucker to his own devices. We should get back to Abby soon. Thanks, kid, for showing me the way.
You're back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have all your limbs. Exceeding your expectations again, I see.
All right, Jeannie, we got the goods. Hey, where's Abby?
Yeah, about that.
I'm gonna ask nicely one more time. Where is my daughter?
She took off. It wasn't my fault. I swear, Antonio, she just left.
Why on earth would she do that? Her life's in jeopardy, for God's sake.
She said she needed to be alone. That this is a mistake.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense. Did she say where she went?
Sorta. She said she went to the place where she met her real father.
Kids and their dramatics. We need to go find her then.
Hurry! We don't have much time. You should hurry! Think of all that pure blood being wasted. You should hurry! Think of all that pure blood being wasted.
We need to head back out there, quick. I got a bad feeling about this. Yes, genius, I am, and I'm pretty sure I know where it is. It's where she first saw me whack a poor fool on the job. Hard to keep a calendar in times like this, but she was still a kid at the time. Fella owed the family caps for some blood he never paid for. He never came up with the cap, so we wasted him. I wasted him. I guess you could say it was Abby's first lesson in what happens to an addict at the end of the line. I'll tell you what the plan is. It's real simple. We go to this overly dramatized place and we find Abby. Then we bring her back here. You and me both, kid. It's completely irrational, I know. She's probably just being a drama queen. You know how teenagers are. Well, she's 20, but That's just a teenager with an extra year. Agree.
You should hurry.
Let's go.
Think of all that pure blood being wasted.
Abby! There you are!
I was hoping you wouldn't find me. Please, just leave me alone. It's best for everyone involved if you just leave me alone.
Abby, what the hell's gotten into you? We got the sample. You need to come back to the lab.
Why even bother with it? Is there even a point to this antidote?
What are you talking about?
Do you even remember what happened here, Dad? You wasted a guy on blood because he didn't pay up. What even sets me apart from him? Why does he get a bullet to the head and I get an antidote?
Abby, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna just let you die over something that happened 14 years ago. We can't just let her walk away.
I may not have been the one to pull the trigger, but I just stood by and let it happen. I know I was young, but I could have done more. I could have distracted my father, pushed him out of the way, something. How? I mean, it's not like we were locked inside. I told Jean I needed to be alone to think about things. She's totally tweaked out all the time. Not like she'd put up a fight. You admitted you were wrong. So maybe it's time I do the same. I never really thought you cared about me. I thought I was as disposable to you as every other addict you wasted. I don't think I deserve special treatment because I'm your daughter. But if I'm going to take this antidote and start a new life, I really want it to be a new life. A new start. No more killing. No more Kims. I want a proper family. I don't want to be on my own anymore.
No, Abby, you're right. I failed you.
All these years, I put Caps and the high life ahead of my family, ahead of my own flesh and blood. I'm the one who owes you an apology. And yes, I am a coward for trying to walk away. I should have done better. But you know, sweetheart, there's still time. If you take the antidote, I can be the father you always wanted from here on out.
I want the antidote. I want to get better.
Let's head back to the labs, and you'll feel better soon.
You're back. Did you get the sample? And, will there be any leftovers? to engineer the antidote. Are you sure you want this, Abby? No more blood. Forever.
Put a sock in it, Gene.
All right. This should be good. Ready, Abby?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
I'm right here with you, kiddo. Well? Do you feel any different?
I don't know. Not really. Wait. I feel... the craving is dying down. It's not as intense.
You should feel some immediate relief. But it'll take weeks for the symptoms to fade completely. It'll only get better from here on out. Not worse.
Thank you, Jean. I should be thanking you the most. Without you, I'd still be... I don't want to think about what might have happened to me. That means a lot to hear. I never considered that anyone cared about whether I lived or died. But I guess a lot of people do.
Anything for you, Abby. It better prove to you that I'm here for you. You ready to go home now, kiddo?
Yeah, Dad. I'm ready.
Hurry.
Could you
We don't have much
meet
time.
us there? You've been with us the whole way, so it wouldn't feel right to part ways here. I'm sure Ven wants to thank you too. Thank you. It means a lot to me.
Hurry. We don't have much time. We're done here, right?
Well, no need to roll out the red carpet for us, bud. We're back. The devil coughed up his cure, and Abby is right as rain.
Thank God. Does he mean it, Abs?
Yeah, Ven. I'm back. Really back.
Thank goodness. We're all due for some relaxation now that this is through. Would you like a toast, Abigail?
Let's take it easy on the substances for a while.
Oh, you're right, of course. Goodness. I don't think we've spent this much time in the same room in ages. It's certainly a welcome change. Everyone, please shift to the left if you can. It's my good side.
Mom, all your sides are your good side.
You've grown charismatic with age, Abigail. If only I could say the same for your father.
Hey, not in front of the guest. Speaking of which, why don't you come join the festivities? So is this the part where we give you our gratitude and third-born child?
Not in your way.
Evelyn Russo, nursing cheap vodka.
Who was? You mean to tell me we haven't been a glittering example of
I know this has been a roller coaster. Having you looking in from the outside, it shed light on a lot of things. But I'm hopeful for the future.
I actually have something I want to talk to you all about. This has been on my mind for a while. Ever since we came to Appalachia, I've missed working with the Munis. I don't know if I've ever actually had the chance to express it before, but that work, it meant a lot to me. Helping people, making a difference that doesn't just get washed away by the next problem. I'm not ready to leave it behind. After this, I'm going back to Atlantic City. I hope you can understand.
Every bird flies the nest, son. If this is your time, then so be it.
Oh, Vincenzo. You really are all grown up. I only hope we've spent enough time together that you won't forget me.
I'm glad you're doing this, Ven. I'll miss you. Really miss you. But you deserve to do what makes you happy.
Whew, it, feels really weird to talk about myself.
Oh, you'll get better with practice. I certainly did.
Yeah, maybe a little too good. Don't you think, honey?
You know you love it.
All right. Family meeting's over. As for you, our doors are open. Least we can do in return for your assistance with family matters. Maybe one of these days, we'll even have a happy hour worth inviting you to.
Yeah, Pop and Abby back on good terms. Things are looking up.
Do I just exist? If it in the family therapist, how's it go?
Better now. Better than ever, actually.
No shopping for miles. Not even a convenience store. And the way these
And what
Appalachians
might-
decorate their vending machines? Just a travesty.
And what might those be? Not perfect, but then again, things rarely are. I'm trying to, but for
I'm not sure how much longer I can survive outside the city.
Do this, do that.